If you clicked on this video, then the title must resonate, and no, this is not a actual video. This is just audio. But I am Inner Journey Oracle, and I just wanted to give a word of encouragement for anyone who may be feeling like their energy is being pulled in all sorts of directions and that you don't have any for yourself left over at the end of the day. And, sometimes you may feel like your job is to help everybody. And I want to let you know that your first job is to help yourself. So I wasn't even going to say this, but I'm going to open this up with two things because these are based off my personal experiences. So the first one is dealing with a relationship that I felt like I enjoyed giving my energy to, but then I realized all the things that I was doing before, like as far as my creative endeavors or just the things I wanted to focus on to better my life, it was kind of getting put on the back burner. And it took a while for me to realize that it wasn't worth sacrificing my time at this moment of my life. Now, it might be worth it, later on. But I think sometimes it's okay to be focused on, using God's gifts and fulfilling the purpose until it's time for a new season. So that's one. And the other thing is I had a dream the other night where, and I know it's kind of weird, but there's a lot of times I have dreams where I'm in a bathroom or I have to go to the bathroom. Like usually I do have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. So that's kind of the reason for the setting, but it's what happens in the bathroom or like whatever struggles. But anyways, not trying to get too crazy, but, for that dream, I had went into the bathroom and I remember I had people, whatever. I went in, I didn't have anything with me, but, as it's kind of hard to pee in dreams, but as I got done and it was like almost time for me to head out of the restroom, suddenly there was all this stuff around me in like a bag, like a carry-on bag, almost like baggage. And I don't know if this is related, but it almost seemed like every time I turned around, there was something else that needed to be organized and placed into this bag because I got to get out of here. I can't leave the bathroom a mess. Like, oh my gosh, where did all this stuff come from all of a sudden? I know it's not mine. Whose is this? And this may or may not be related for real, but having energy going towards something that's not even for you. Maybe somebody's struggling with something and, they're coming to you with all their problems. And it seems like you are the person that can organize their life. I was doing it very efficiently. And every time I turn around, I was like, okay, here's a dirty bowl. I don't know why a bowl would be going into a bag, and here's some shoes, and like, oh, suddenly I don't have any shoes on. What's going on? I'm trying to find socks. And mind you, I'm just in like this, think of like a bathroom at a restaurant, something like that. Just like a toilet and a sink, and that's it. And suddenly all this stuff is on the floor, on the sink, on the counter, like makeup bag. Like, okay, I came in here with nothing, so why am I suddenly having all these things to clean up? And just realizing that sometimes we take on other people's energies that aren't even have anything to do with us, or other people's baggage. And okay, so that is how this is related a little bit. And sometimes people aren't necessarily grateful. I can understand for like maybe one or two times they say thank you, they give you something in return for your energy. But a lot of times, especially if you are a someone who is very powerful, that has powerful energy, a powerful aura, or always wants to help and be a healer, sometimes people will notice that and take advantage of it, and they will gravitate towards you because they know that you can help them. And at first it seems like, oh yeah, no problem, I'll put your stuff in this bag, all cool and all. But whenever everywhere you turn, you're trying to get out of a situation for yourself, like a situation you put yourself in or whatever that you're trying to do, and you're trying to, be efficient and, okay, I got somewhere else to be, but now I'm being stopped and slowed down because now I have to put all your stuff in your bag or my bag now. I don't know. But sometimes people will take advantage of that, and you wouldn't really know that until at the end of the day, you walk out of the quote unquote bathroom or the area of your life, and it's like been hours and hours and hours. And that wasn't the intention of you nor the universe or God. It's like, this was supposed to be a quick thing. And now suddenly people came and added different elements to your energy or took your energy and wasted your time. And while, you should never regret doing that, understanding when you walk away from other people's baggage and take away your energy, understanding when to do that is powerful, and understanding that your energy is powerful. It's powerful. Right? So I don't know when I'm going to get to the encouragement part, but I do want to say, as hard as it may be sometimes, especially when we are givers, when they say pouring from an empty cup, you should not do, because it's going to drain you faster than anything. If your cup is barely full and just one person comes and needs your energy, then it's gone. And then what do you have for yourself? Right? So you only should pour from an overflowing cup after you've done everything for yourself. And then you feel like, oh, I have some more to give. Oh, sure. Yeah, I can answer that phone call. I can answer those emails from work now, as if it's after 5. Of course, I'm willing to, I'll babysit your kids. That's fine. But you really have to take stock of if you've done everything on your list first. And that can range from a multitude of things. So first off, if you're the divine feminine or resonate with that, things like your self-love, your self-care routines and maintenance, whatever that looks like for you, it can be very minimal or a lot. Just, if you don't have any, it could just be like sitting on the couch and watching TV or reading a book. Anything that makes you, get into an energy of peace and love for yourself. It makes you feel good. Anything like that raises your vibration. That's you. Just loving on yourself and giving that divine feminine energy to yourself that, helps you get a higher frequency and attract those higher frequency things, whatever it is. If you're, looking for some sort of reward, or you're working towards something, like let's say you're working at work, or let's just say you're working on anything, and realizing how important the self-love component of it, like you just putting the stuff down and doing things that make you just feel calm and relaxed. Those things are important to help the physical things manifest, believe it or not. But of course, it's not just all affirmations and self-love. So you have to pair your divine feminine energy with the divine masculine energy. So assuming I'm talking to those who resonate with the divine feminine energy, that would be the energy you embody the most. But the action part is also important when it comes to self-love and doing what you got to do, right? So just because imagine someone asks, hey, are you busy? And you don't have anything on your to-do list, but yeah, you're watching your favorite show or you're reading a book. It's like, yes, I am busy. And so, even though there aren't action things on there, that's self-love. But at the same time, the opposite can be true. Sometimes it's not time for self-love, it's time for action. And you got to know when to also, after you've done all the things that make you feel good, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Like tap into that action and work energy and get the thing done. So it's like if you committed to something and you're sitting there like, oh no, I don't want to do that now because I just want to read my book, but you already made like plans to physically get out into the world and put in some energy, some work, and the energy in work form, physical form, then you also have to do that too, or else, faith without works is dead, something like that, right? So overall, the word of encouragement is to recognize your own power and the power in your energy. not only is it valuable to other people, but realizing how valuable your own energy is to yourself when you're focusing on yourself and focusing on your goals and focusing on your dreams and doing the things that inspire you, directing your energy in the right places at the right time. I guess it's not encouragement, this is advice. I want you to be encouraged to not be afraid or feel guilty for choosing yourself. Don't feel bad, even if people say, oh, why are you suddenly not giving me any attention? Oh, you're being selfish and XYZ. Oh, well, if other people can't handle you being, giving everything to you, then they don't love you for real, because if they did, they would encourage you to do everything that makes you happy, however you choose to. Of course, if you make some promises, try not to break them, but be courageous enough to choose you first and foremost. And of course, we're not talking about some egoic, negative things, but if you really take note and say, dang, I've been really, letting the things I love slack off, regain your focus and redirect your energy, and it's okay. And don't feel bad. And, being your best self is more important than anything. Because if you're not your best self, then you won't have anything to give to others. And I think people are going to, if you come across somebody that needs your help, you want to be your best self, You don't want to be half tired and cranky and miserable because you haven't given to yourself. You want to be able to show up for others in your best light as well. So if that's some encouragement for you, hopefully that works. So if you're sacrificing your time, energy, creativity for things or people, especially if they're not returning the same to you, like if they're not offering to say, hey, of course, it doesn't have to be tit for tat like that, but if you're realizing in no aspect of your life you're getting any energy from the universe in return or from anybody, then it's like, okay, maybe that's a sign that there's nothing that I shouldn't be given to whatever situation, especially if you're not feeling like you're getting anything in return. So if you feel like you're sacrificing and not getting anything in return, maybe it's probably just time to stop, reassess, realign, refocus. Reassess. Am I giving my energy to where I really truly want it to go? If not, realign. What things truly make me happy? What are the gifts that God gave me that I'm not even using? What are the goals that I have that I'm just saying, oh, well, maybe not right now? What are the things you used to do but don't do anymore? And then refocus. And focus in and make sure you do the things you love to do every single day, or as many days as you can. Put in that action. If it's something that requires you to use your divine masculine energy to get up, get on the computer, go to work, upload a video. Make sure you have that focus and the determination to do it all the time without feeling guilty that somebody is not getting your energy that they used to get your energy, but now you refocused. You reassess, realign, and refocus. So that's okay. I encourage you to do that. I'm empowering you to use your energy. Your energy is powerful, and if you don't fully give it to yourself and feel all that love for yourself first, then you're just not going to be as helpful for other people. You won't even be able to carry out the purpose that God has for you if you don't have the energy to do it, because you didn't, I don't know if that even makes sense. But if you're walking around drained simply because, and believe it or not, I think you could be energetically drained from not giving to yourself. Of course, like I was saying in the beginning, if your cup is barely empty, your internal cup is, barely full, it just has a little bit in it, and the second you give to somebody else, it's like, what? Why am I so tired all the time? Well, you didn't spend any time filling up your cup, and so now the people that God needs you to help, you don't even have the energy for them because you didn't give. Let me stop. Let me relax. I'm just letting you know it's very detrimental to overgive your power and your energy and all your love to other people before you've done it for yourself. So I'm not sitting here saying, oh, never give to anyone. I'm just making sure that we feel empowered and worthy enough to know that, hey, it's very, very important that I come first. And it's not out of selfish reasons, but it's so I can be better for others in the long run. So I'm going to leave that right there. This went on way longer than I thought. And just be encouraged to use your energy wisely.